You touch very important things, from change management to digital transformation. So can you tell us, from coming back to Turkey, and I know that I will push a bit more on that because I think a lot of people will want to know about how it is to do a business in Turkey. So you created a couple of businesses in Turkey, you represent business in Turkey, international people. So tell us a bit how it is to build a business in Turkey. Let's say if it is, there's a lot of startups in Turkey, actually thousands. There's a lot of innovation, actually technology is quite advanced, but what is the uniqueness and some tips about doing a business or doing business in Turkey or creating something in Turkey?
Well, I can, firstly say that Turkish people are very brave in the terms of, entrepreneurship, I can say, because when I look to the European countries, I don't see much, brave people as it is in Turkey. I mean, in the case of, establishing new companies. And so I think we like challenges in a way. And we are very, maybe it's a cultural thing, because I see that Turkish people are very resistant, in terms of, struggles or in terms of problems or chaos. Somehow I think we are, very capable of, or we just experienced maybe a lot, that somehow we can keep our balance in chaos, which is very important while doing business. And Turkey is a growing country, and there are lots of opportunities actually in Turkey. And as being, because of the geopolitical, position of Turkey, it's close to Europe, close to Central Asia, close to Africa, and close to Middle East. So it makes Turkey, a manufacturing hub in a way. And European countries, for instance, if they want to cost their inventory costs or transport costs, it's really a great place to, partnership or cooperate with Turkish companies, because it's easy to trade, it's close, and the quality of the manufactured goods are, very high, which is also good. And there are also lots of qualified people, which is also great. Well, it is also challenging to establish a company in Turkey and trade, because the laws are not so easy to handle. The tax legislations are not so easy to handle. Of course, yeah, there are lots of opportunities and lots of risks as well. So it depends, how you take the risk. If you see the risk as an opportunity, and if you're, let's say, brave enough and aware enough how to handle the risk, that's fine. One of the things actually, while I have been doing my, I have been an entrepreneur, since the age of 26. So it has been a quite long time that I have been an entrepreneur in Turkey. One of the most valuable things is I know how to fail. It is a most expensive, but, most teaching experience. When you know how to fail, then you know, where to look, and with whom to solve, and how to avoid. It's very, very important. And to take precautions and to be aware of the risks is the number one key issue, in making business in Turkey. So if you have failed once, in a business, it makes you really stronger, because that's, what not to do, which is the most valuable knowledge, I guess. And then you know how to really avoid, problems. So it, of course, okay, you can analyze the data, you can analyze the figures, you can, foresee the future and everything. But at the same time, you need to have and really insight, and you can just activate it with your intuitive intelligence. That's the way to do it. Because just reading and observing is not enough sometimes, and you have to really see things, what's coming next, and how to avoid that problem. And of course, you can face problems, you can face failures, and so on. But always, it is very important to just stop and find out what you have learned from that experience and what kind of, benefits that experience will give you in your future steps. So it is very important. I always say that, there is no hopeless situation, but there are hopeless people. So if you have your hope and if you have your intelligence, you can just solve any problems and then just, move forward. No question in that.
No, I love it. And I think this is very inspirational. I think it's just, you made a very good point. And actually, I have been, I think failure is probably one of the biggest teachers in life. And if you don't fail, actually, normally a lot of the success comes from failure, because if you never fail, or you never succeed, let's put it that way. You need to test and error. And actually, there was someone was telling me recently about the Museum of Failure that exists in London. And I think really it's an important thing. I think everyone should go. It's very painful. And you have to be very humble, because after the failure, normally you're prepared to be successful, because you actually learn and you can move forward.